And now your first alert forecast with meteorologist Kevin Phelps.
Well, you want to make sure that you're covering up exposed skin here this morning we're at that time of the year where wind chills are well below zero on an area-wide basis. Now, some good news is I'm not hearing or seeing of any major issues on area roads, so we'll likely get a beautiful sunrise here this morning. We have sky view pointed towards the east. Not as much ice buildup on the Mississippi as we're able to melt some of that here over the weekend, but we will see ice building back as we have our next round of Arctic air kind of settling in here both today and tomorrow morning. We're hanging on to 5 degrees right now in Maquoketa, 9 above in Galesburg, 10 in Burlington, but we still have some breezy conditions. The strongest of the winds are now kind of pushing onto the Illinois side of the river, but we all have winds between really 5 and 15 right now, so that is resulting in some wind chills down to minus 14 in Clinton, 16 below in Galena, minus 7 in Moline. So we're kind of right on the edge of what would be considered some cold weather advisory criteria, and I think we're going to be in a similar situation here as we get into tomorrow morning. Now, as you look at clouds and radar, we're not overly busy here with clouds, and with those clear skies, we've been kind of able to drop those temperatures accordingly, but we have a ton of sunshine here today. Widespread highs, though, only recover to about 20 degrees. Tonight, our next system arrives because Arctic air is in place. We will be able to squeeze out at least a few snowflakes here as you get towards, say, midnight, 1 and 2 o'clock here on Tuesday morning. This will be one of these scenarios where, yes, we are going to see some minor accumulations of snow, but all this is out of here by 5 a.m. So this should give us time to maybe get out and clean up some of those roads before we get to that morning commute. But notice by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, those north winds start dropping those temperatures. We all bottom out in the single digits here around 8 and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. This means wind chills once again 10 to 20 below zero. First alert day in effect here just for the morning hours there on Tuesday. Look at the sunshine Tuesday afternoon. You just don't warm up. We're only in the teens for highs, and then we start seeing some subtle changes here as you head into the day on Wednesday. Yes, we are going to have another very cold start in the single digits, but we get south winds, and this should likely warm things back up into the upper 20s to near 30 degrees as you head into your Wednesday afternoon. So yes, we are going to see some accumulating snow. A dusting maybe up to an inch here very early in those overnight hours. So again, I think it's going to be able to be cleaned off those roads as we head into tomorrow morning's commute. Wind chills still well below zero. Now, our long-range models are not too keen here on at least producing much in the way of rain or snow here on Saturday. But what will happen is a big cool down here once again. As we get into early next week, we have a very decent chance of having below normal temperatures, which means we're dealing with our next round of Arctic air here as you get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, kind of where we're at here right now. Notice you only get back to about 15 or 16 there on Tuesday. Look at what happens here Thursday and Friday with those south winds. We're going to have no problem running well into the 40s. So we start the week off well below normal. Then you're well above normal here by Friday before your next system arrives and cools us down back to the teens here by Sunday.
The Supreme Court is set to hear